exactly what's gonna happen, but we'll just see how it does play.
Thank you very much. I think get the team walking stick to figure out.
Now we have
he's backing in.
Bottle of copium in our green room, and I went there. It was all gone. I think took all of it, so that's why he's so high on being able to talk good stuff about Monaspa in this one. Monaspa is just a different team. Like a lot of their drafts look very wonky. Like what the hell's happening? But it works for them. This is their way of playing Dota, and I don't mind. But I'm more of a I see this entity draft, net profit. Tiny, Disruptor, their bread and butter. They've been playing these heroes for a very long time. And Watson on Monkey King playing against... I want to see if they actually put Spartan as their position 4 to lane with Lycan, because otherwise it would be very awkward to have Earthshaker plus Lycan as your off-lane duo playing into Monkey King Disruptor. Unlucky. Guaranteed Jingu Mastery. So looking at the items, Spartan did start with Boots of
30秒后战斗开始。
playing the off lane. Never know.
We'll see how this game goes.
Life is so easy.
Take a live list. Listen into something that Nate said prior.
让人羡慕。
Долби.
征战号角响彻全场。
Talk about the fact that it kind of punches you.
Yeah, we actually after the game, after he lost, so that's why he's so spicy about it. And seems like it's... I'm just kidding. It's gonna be Shaker plus Lycan. Shaker will block off the couple of creeps. The lane will be closer. Still a free farm lane for Watson. Like we saw in the previous game, what can happen if Watson's having a free time, and we also saw Boundless Strike being used on one wolf just to be able to secure a kill on it.
Yeah, we'll see what Watson does in this lane. One of the things I'm really interested in, because so on the last game, had like 16 CS in about minutes. It was kind of wild. So I'm interested to see if he's going to be able to pull that off again against the Snapfire matchup. Already starting off strong, 7-1 to the 5-0 of Wish.
Perfect CS from him. 2 waves, got every single CS.
Well, you want to see 16, right? Gotta be perfect.
It's gonna be 16 at one point. Yes.
Oh. I think you're right on. He gets that CS on the high ground, and then again, it just feels like
still perfect.
Yeah.
Oh no, we jinxed it.
No, you jinxed it. You said still perfect. I didn't say anything. Watson gets the Jingu off. Skylark still trying to fight back. Fishman's kind of like on the other side. But they're ignoring. Kind of odd. Now Desire finally right clicks his way, and Disruptor has a glimpse to put him back under towards the tower.
Which is gonna get him killed, it looks like.
Yeah, now the fissure hits. He's got to use the kinetic field to get away from these heroes, but they've got wolves ready to go. Go up through the trees and towards the tower. Try to block him out and get a kill with these wolves, but just not enough damage to get the kill there on.
Gonna be a difficult game to cast. Boundless Strike, Golden One, Fisher, Golden One. Gonna look the same pretty much for a second. Back.
Again, and Fisher back towards that full health.
Ooh, denies the wolf.
He's trying to deny Desire from pulling.
夜眼上塔正受到攻击。
Tyler microing his units very well. Managed to deny his own wolf. What are other lanes doing? H Profit 15 is Tiny. Trouble here, might get a courier. Free throw misses actually. Level 2, so he still has a point in Avalanche. Gonna be a late one.
First blood, Trian will do it, and Nande will start off a lot better than that this game by getting the first blood on Tiny.
Still hates the Brood Mother.
Yeah, nothing's changed. I hate that here. A lot of people, if you asked him straight up, would probably, right?
I mean, he plays on a team that plays Tinker, so everything in universe is balanced.
Is he allowed to say it?
He doesn't play it, but his teammates do. Kind of the same thing.
That just doesn't work out. As a team, you're not allowed to play toxic heroes. Can't complain about it.
Exactly.
Unlucky.
So, Toby just doing his thing over here in the off lane. He's only 11-2 though. The Iron Shell is not exactly securing the most CS at the moment, as you can see Nande Nice, and he's got 11 stacked up already. Having a much better lane, but look at Stormstormer is still up there, and he has not stopped mid. It has been the Stormstormer show there.
I like his item build on mid lane. He's not going for bottle this time around. He knows the matchup really well. Yeah, he's dead.
He's just gonna get a free kill under the tier 1 tower. Doesn't even throw a crit storm, didn't have the mana for it. It's all Spirit Siphon and right clicks. Get that and then walk for some water. Spartan's gonna take the other one, but Stormstormer, he just gets to sit here and dominate the lane again. And we talked about it earlier, Watson doing the same. This lane has been pretty easy.
They can't do anything. Pressure Watson in this lane. He is holding a point just in case he needs to get that Primal Spring. It's also a farming tool for him. For now, just 1 point in Boundless, 2 points in GG. Have that sustain in the lane. Have that kill thread going into power threads next. Courier died. Has been playing very aggressively here. Back
to Watson, but they've got the fissure. Hold up thanks to the kinetic field. Jingu off. Dire on the run, but the Boundless strike in the right click is Watson on the board.
gets at that point in Tree Dance.
Right back
Primal
to the lane.
Spring, yeah, immediately goes back to a lane, collects some solo XP. Fishman can move around because they can't really kill him. Skylark only level 3 on Lycan, about to crack level 4, completely shut down, sitting at 14 CS. On the other side, 18 CS on Toby. He will manage to recover. No stacks in the jungle yet, especially big camps, but we eventually see Naomi going in there and making some stacks for him.
Skylark's just had 2 lanes back to back. Like in the last one, he eventually started to farm as the Viper, but it just felt like there wasn't much going on for him. Top lane now, Skylark getting chased once again. Guns out all heroes. He's low. Iron Shell with the Surge gonna chase down this. Losing the Tiny at the same time. Skylark getting chased again. Desire gonna try and block off these heroes while Watson has the Jingu. Fishman getting pushed back thanks to these wolves. To go under the tower. Not able to go after these heroes. Not that he had the mana or Gloom Puff cooldown anyway. Now being spotted by these wolves, fissure hitting means he might just get run down. He's forced Fairy Fire, and eventually Desire will come over and won't right to do it. Skylark.
Fisherman gonna die in the end. Rubik is also here. Not sure if they can get a kill on Watson. Level 5, about to crack level 6. They even it's a glyph, so they should know something is up here.
Fissure distance not on a Watson. Wish, look at where Wish is standing. Like, he just can't be that close to the tower. This exorcism is going to be full duration on the tier 1 tower.
That's
it. Lane over.
This is a difficult one. Stormstormer level 7.5. Wish just got level 6. Rotation from Kataomi. They also saw them rotating to the top lane, so they knew something was up. And I'd say this is a huge mistake from Monaspa. They should have played around the mid lane. First Exo, tower dead 7 minutes into the game.
Not even fortunate enough to get any deck zone. Get the tower, like, already closing the game out. Wish that makes it so tough for him to find some space. They're looking like they want to fight again. Avalanche lands, they got the toss up into the air with the
Where is he?
big
Cookie disappeared.
Back to it's an easy kill, and to come back mid, like, they've thrown Desire here, they have Wish here, but throw bodies at the heroes. I don't know if you're going to be successful.
Where's the damage coming from? That's my concern. If you have Nature's Prophet, ulti, Snapfire ulti is available. You don't have the tower, so the lane's gonna push in on you. You need to push this wave extremely fast. Maybe try to smoke up. I see one smoke on Spartan. Needs the D-ward first. Gonna do it.
Careful. Got the Death Prophet down here. Well as the Tiny. So this might just be another tower. XO
天
and
辉
5.
下塔正受到攻击，
Might mean mid and bottom are gone.
天辉
10
军
minutes.
团全面加固
And。they still gonna respect potential rotation damage from Mortimer's kisses. One Fisher could land them at least 2 kills here, unless they find him somehow. So, Wish needs to keep the distance.
There's the XO, the commitment. Now the heroes
天
start
辉
to
下塔正受
migrate
到攻
towards
击
bottom. But you got the tiny standing forward, and that means they can't really stand in a good enough spot to throw these kisses out.
Got them in a really good
天辉
position just to be able to
下塔已被
break the
摧毁
smoke, be the first point of contact if necessary. Here's that second kill, second tower.
我们拿
Yeah,
到
it's
的
brought to
是
you by esportsbet.io. It's all in right now. Tony goes and gets an avalanche on it too. They're gonna launch Wish right into the XO. Got the damage gonna kill out the Tiny, but now Wish needs to leave. They'll have a fissure from a distance. Wish driving with just a little bit of help.
Raindrop
The
keeping
wall
him alive.
down. They've got the kisses while Stormstormer's sprouted up. He's trying to survive. There's a back. Drives a little bit longer than maybe they would have liked on the side of Monaspa, because that means Nande's dead. Fishman over to the side, getting chased by Spartan. Bigger in the wing, waiting to throw that fissure, land onto Fishman, and the cookie's off the mark. Now King of the Hill, some help, and Toby's coming over, looking to wrap around. Desire out, might be able to get Wish. Spartan faces on from Toby, and I think he's gonna come. Senses chasing Wish may not be a proper position. They'll get the Spartan.
That was so close. If they managed to get a glimpse on Wish, this is position 2 Snapfire we're talking about, and he might not be knocked. Fishman actually gets it.
Oh, he got the glimpse. No mana blast, toss up into the air, tossing him to his death. Toby will get the kill with the iron shell that's laying onto the Tiny. This is going to cost him 2 though, because Nande's here.
夜眼上塔
Trying to
正受
run,
到
but
攻
they
击，
have another fissure. Good body block. Some great watch. The denial it. All right. That was pretty sick. I mean, you get chased by 3 heroes, 4 heroes, and some Treant.
So much
Kill
space.
That's
Stormstorm,
great.
meanwhile, is farming the jungle, and you can also see Watson. He's about to finish Battle Fury. This is 11-minute Battle Fury we're talking about.
Yeah. Making some timings in that last game. Watson on this game. Not top of the net worth, but he's about, like you said, Battle Fury.
Maybe I
He's gonna
lied.
push him.
I don't see a ring of health. I don't see his courier, so just trying to find it. Okay, he didn't put the whole Battle Fury. He just put the components. Wanted to have the damage items, and then we'll go for ring.
夜眼中
Like
塔
first
正受到
strikes
攻
again.
击，
Sometimes you have to do it. Wow, he broke a
夜眼
record,
军
and I
团
went,
正在扫描。
guy's really good, but he is really good so far. Again, complete free farm.
夜眼上
Doesn't match
塔
the
正
farm
受
with
到
that
攻
profit
击，
because
夜
he
眼
took
上
2
塔
towers. He dominated the lane.
That's not really fair.
恢复。
Balanced. Honey, by the way, Midas. Did you consider that recovery, Midas? On pace.
I'd say I'm not a big fan of Hand of Midas on Nature's Prophet. I've seen so many games, like sometimes, okay, things are going well, you get Hand of Midas, then it looks good. But most of the time, I'd say it doesn't. Especially because before you wanted to get level 20 talent as soon as possible, now it doesn't pierce through BKB anymore, so huge nerf.
马齿火紧随其后。
A lot of vision there. Looking to cut out any dire vision. There. All that's all going on. He's getting that point. Have pretty solid initiation with that Tiny once he's got it. He also goes to the main round. Both Prize offlaner still building this Guardian Greaves. The nerfs. This item is still top tier.
Desire is struggling on Earthshaker. I gotta say, I don't like arcane boots on Earthshaker, especially if your game's not going well. Sure, if you don't have enough mana, but if you find Arcane Ring or find Tumbler's Toy or the item with Lance of that gives you mana, you don't have to get arcane boots. Which means that like 15 minutes into the game, you will have like 300 gold and won't be able to have enough money for a shard.
Yeah, kind of wanting that shard as early as possible. We've seen a lot of heroes that kind of bolster up with that, get a big power spike, and it's not going to have it until 17?
It really depends. I don't think he able to get, like, I don't think he's gonna get the lane for himself, so they want to take a fight. Fisher in Snapfire, ulti, potentially quick slip. Rubik's still a good spell. He does have Avalanche at the moment, so another layer of control side.
天辉下塔正受到攻击。
Shown out, they've got the Cookie, and now they've got the Fissure. Telekinesis back up the team. They've got a Static Storm, and the silence is onto the Earthshaker. Skylark's going to come in and, well, be pushed away with the Glimpse. There for a moment. The magic trick there for Fisher down the kinetic field and trying to survive.
夜
Coming
眼
his
中
way.
塔正
Well,
受到攻
Avalanche
击。
onto Skylark again, and he just tossed up into the air and dies. Now that Blink Dagger is available for the Titan. Skylark just all by himself. Being out there, waiting for his team, and he pays the ultimate price, and that's with his life.
He needed to connect with the kisses, otherwise they don't have enough damage. Considering that they all grouped up around the mid lane, I thought they were gonna go for it. Snapfire does have a Blink Dagger, first item Blink after finishing off Arcane Boots. Snapfire, in terms of scaling, she's gonna struggle. I've seen Snapfire from a mid lane getting Mech/Guardian Grease. That's what was Team Spirit was playing like that, into Shard, of course, and the Aghanim Scepter, and then maybe you get a Blink, or if you wanna, like, if you have enough right-click damage, then you opt to go for Crystallis, level 20 talent, get that Daedalus going.
Caught a glimpse of that? No. Really gonna want to make a debut with that and rise the. So they'll smoke. They'll go back. They might find themselves Skylark again. If he comes back for this boundary, and now they've got the Blink, the Avalanche, and the silence of the toss. Nowhere Ruby, pop the Exo, and Exo Static Storm. Gonna try and run, but there's a glimpse from Fishman. They keep giving Fishman Disruptor, and I feel like every team that does that is mistaken. They need to stop giving him this because he has so much impact all the time with this.
You can't ban his hero pool, because he does have like 3-4 heroes that he plays extremely well, and I don't think you want to waste it. If you ban his Disruptor, he's gonna play Bane Clockwork, he's gonna play Undying as well. There are a couple of those heroes that he excels at, and I think you need to spam bans on other things. You know what's coming, but Fishman, so many good glimpses back. I'm surprised that other teams are not utilizing Disruptor to full extent. Like we saw 1 or 2 disruptors in the previous series, but I want to see more. I think this hero is super good, especially with the buffs, the glimpse actually deals damage.
Yeah, it feels like in phase 1, ban. A lot of teams, like you said,
天辉下塔正
get
受
into
到
that
攻
first
击。
pick so much and build a lineup off this glimpse. The whole set of skills are just end of the time.
Fight from entities way too strong. They kind of say wasted.
Stormstormer. Silence onto this Earthshaker, and Desire's gonna die.
我们
Dagger's 2
拿
for 2
到的
down.
是什么？
Two.
You mentioned some 17-minute shard on Earthshaker. He's still 900 gold away from it, really struggling. If he shows up on the lane, they could easily kill him. Next Exorcism, I feel like he can just rush into Roche Pit and take a fight, force a fight. The only thing you need to care about, pretty much Mortimer's Kisses, and I see Toby also going for Hood, that he's gonna get fight eventually. You do have Sustain, overwhelming team fight coming out from them.
Yeah, usually the marker to go for Roche, right, is that second level in the... They didn't just use it though over bottom, but it's over.
They don't have to risk anything. Monkey King probably wants to get a BKB just to be extra sure about it, so doesn't get stun locked. The only stun that he have is much Earthshaker, Fisher, Rubik Cliff, which I don't think it's enough to completely burst this Monkey King. So probably gonna wait for BKB, force a Roche fight, and then try to siege towers after.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if the push is all in after they get that Aegis, if they get it. They've played pretty much exclusively across the river on some of these here. Aggression is real from Entity, and the positioning is very forward. Zero's on the side of Monaspa. They've been searching. Monday's got farm, but everybody else is really struggling to stay competitive. Got Wish. going for the axe, but is so far away from it. Skylark, who had a couple of deaths back to back, and all he's got is Helmet of the...
It looks so weird, his inventory.
Just that.
It's an expensive item, however.
双重累积。
Get. Tries once. Watson and EB in 1 second. Probably go time, friend.
It is. They don't need to, like, I'm not even sure if Monaspa wants to contest it. Their damage output is going to be very limited. Stormer also, I like his itemization. Casual cloak, casual plate mail, after finishing off Kaya Sanj, has extra armor from Dragon Scale going into BKB next. That's gotta be extremely difficult to kill, unless they use Mortimer's Kisses, and this is only level 1 Kisses, because Wish is under-leveled. I don't think they get a kill.
Compared to his mid-predator, levels bomb. Haven't gone for Roach just yet, but of course, the BKB that just got finished for Watson, so
天辉上塔正受到攻击。
Lane Avalanche, the wall down, but
that illusion.
him to get the illusion instead. A little bit of anti-synergy, and that means they're gonna lose the Tiny. That feels pretty bad.
Thanks, Toby.
And that wall to their advantage, yes. So one BKB picked up for Nande. He is now top of the net worth. Kinetic field, and here comes Nande with the Mortimer's Kisses. Huge.
That's a huge commitment.
Yeah, that's big, and now they've got the Static Storm, which means doesn't even die. Back to back, back into the Static Storm. Desire's got a Fishman. The Boundless Strike will get the kill. Now Desire needs to punch. Fishman, sliver of health remaining. He needs to hide from this ancient Granite Golem. While Skylark's getting chased by Watson.
Stormstormer's pinging out Roche. He's like, I still have EXO running half the duration. Let's get it. And Fishman survives there with the help. He's gonna be okay.
Looks like he's gonna be all right. Desire. Now, get a high five back.
He wants to echo it so badly.
Yeah, he does. He really just wants to step in there. Avalanche toss. There's the kill on the Desire. While that's all going on, they'll go for Roach. Sliver of health left. But down goes Watson. What a play! He's just gonna be used, but it's out of the hands of Anthony. That's perfect.
He gets the tip. That Blink Dagger coming in clutch.
树木之战士。
Repositioned himself, Fire Snap Cookie with the shard, the extra distance from it, and also extra damage. Pretty good, you know, keeping that 6k gold lead. Not too bad. They also gotta get the tower now.
That is so much going the way of Monaspa. That was awesome.
Desire bot 9. If they had Disruptor plus Tidy there to be able to like use the Avalanche, stop him from getting in, maybe a couple of right clicks from Tiny would help out to kill Roshan a bit quicker, but yeah, now finally Desire has that Aghanim shard being delivered to him to point to the Aftershock.
烈焰下塔正受到攻击。
Not the spell you want to steal.
Yeah, you might want something else there. Wall down, Echo Slam committed. The road here for the Tiny, and they should get at least that with the back. Back in the roll, 3 heroes come back. Desire's in trouble. Wish will fall. Down goes Toby. 2 for 2. Slurp hides in the trees. Finish on Fishman. Watson's up into the trees with that dance. So looking to get a kill here onto this Rubik. Boomer's over to the side and looking to help out. Dance, Primal Straight, on the ground, or down, and they've got themselves Form in the kill, while Skylark just kind of
Nanda does have his BKB. This is 8-second BKB, very close to finishing off Gleipnir. So with that, it's going to be much easier to disengage a fight, trade item against Darkseer and his illusions to keep him in place. Also set up for Earthshake. Like Earthshake, you can Fisher, Totem, then you Gleipnir, another Totem, Sprout. People in place for a very long time, and then Snapfire ulti comes in. Still far away from it. Aghanim Scepter, 1300 gold on Wish. It's gonna be a saving tool and also a good tool to potentially find Monkey King on the trees.
If he lands, they want Stormer, Exo going off. Survives. Chase is on, the chase is here. They'll get killed on a one. She's not one.
货真价实。
Monaspa actually doing it, or if you want to phrase it differently, Entity kind of throwing it with these couple of fights, like bad fights. But now they need an extra set of items. I don't think they're going to be too comfortable fighting next until Netflix gets a BKB. And full Shiva's guard. I think that's a mistake. Like, you still want to be able to get a BKB.
Right.
Probably regrets it at the moment.
Feels like Entity, like they hit that timing, they got the BKB, they waited on Roche a little bit too long, I would say.
夜眼下塔正受到攻
And
击
it，all fell apart at Roche, right?
I wanted to call
夜眼下
see them
塔
go
已被
into Roche
摧
pit
毁。
much earlier. Next set of items. It's gonna come out from Monaspa as well. We talked about this Gleipnir being finished. Skylark still needs some time to finish off Assault Curious, but
天辉上塔
eventually
正
Shaker,
受到攻击，
1000 gold, will have a Blink Dagger, so repositioning tool.
这是什么？
It's a 2k deficit now,
是财富的种子。
it is close.
夜眼下
But a
塔
lot
正受到
of that
攻击，
pullback is also from Night, where Wish is still prepared to storm, Stormer 2k behind. Is it as close as it? Like, is
We got
Monaspa-
a game.
Yeah, that's what
right
I'm
now
asking.
we do.
There you go. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Because it looked
That's
very one-sided until a certain point when they... Oh,
They're both there, though. Kind of two-pronged attack. Avalanche toss. All committed. A little bit of spit out. So that's a good way to act. Good kill to Skylark and Shaman Boy. Fishman blown up there by a Wrath of Nature. That's not fun. Ag's also picked up at the same time by Watson. He's got the Battle Fury, Ags, BKB, Watson jumping around, dancing, something late here, back on the 3, but they don't have the wall to use it on Skylark. They're gonna lose the Tiny. They do get a kill in Desire. The one for the Woodcuts, which is like the first or second. Gets it out the circle.
Ball to
It's not
the
gonna matter.
head.
And Ande, he'll die. Smudge goes down as well, and this tier 2 looking like it's gonna do the same. Our hero's dead. Tier 2 tower in trouble to Glyph.
天辉下
these
塔
pieces
正
are
受
not
到
going to
攻
do
击，
anything. He needs some kind of a follow-up. Watson with that Aghanim Scepter will be able to finish things off. Wish
Throwing everything ahead.
he missed everything, and
Yeah.
he's having fun. But Watson, once he comes into a fight with that freshly bought Aghanim Scepter, what is that damage? 3,000 damage came out from him. They also bought a little bit more time. Stormer, KB, halfway there.
Wish threw out all those skills, and he basically said, the floor is lava.
Yeah, it's very easy to dodge it. Next Roshan could respawn in 2.5 minutes, but Aegis got deleted immediately. Didn't get the BKB off in the previous fight on Nature's Prophet, like not on time. It was already inside the Wukong's command, but
Whoops, spit out. Tumblr's Toby, but not find him. Monaspa still feels like they're playing aggressive, like very aggressive for losing that last fight. They still feel like they've got the tools. Because they were forward for a second searching Toby, but I wouldn't be surprised, like the way they're kind of positioned, they want to go for it. Try and take a fight to them.
夜眼军团
they should
正
try.
在扫描。
Snapfire's under-leveled a bit. Level 16 at the moment. I see BKB Daedalus queued up, wants to be able to scale, but you need levels, so they need to take some of these fights. We also have not seen Earthshaker, I'm gonna say almost at all, like the full power with Fisher multiple times in Chance Totems with the Shard, and also Echo Slams were non-existent. Maybe we've seen one Echo throughout the whole game.
That fight over. Really hasn't found.
快来！
We'll get like one fissure off. They smoked up on Entity, but I think they spotted. Wrath of Nature came out the second they used it, and I put Entity just off that where. Fishman getting the best neutral drop. Not Fillet, but Psychic Headband. Add some cast range. Because what's better than 1800 cast range on Glimpse? 1900. Easy.
I would have said 2k range. I'll have to round up the numbers.
Yeah.
It's gonna help
Still
them
would've-
against some of the heroes.
夜眼下
Maybe
塔
you
正受
push,
到攻
like
击，
Earthshaker goes in,
夜眼军
especially if he
团
wants to
全面
initiate
加
with
固
Echo Slam, which is probably not gonna be what's happening, but you can push him away try to break his combo, push Lycan, buy some time, glimpse him back.
天辉上塔正受到攻击，
Gets hit immediately by Fishman.
Fisher, telekinesis, and they got the totem, but here comes the Wukongs. Watson, all is down, and they pull back Smart, but that's just it. Nade with BKB throws out the Wrath of Nature. Taking a lot of damage. Stormtrooper coming over from the side. They'll get the kill on a Spartan, and it's only just one. There isn't really much here for Monaspa to use to fight again.
It's very difficult to once they use the combo, fighting in Kong's command, wall, vacuum. Very difficult. They also have really good combo, vacuum back into Boundless Strike or vacuum into
连着拿
Avalanche.
去，我紧
天
随其后
辉中。塔正受到攻击，天辉军团全面加固，
拿到的是什么？
Skylark still trying to push out
天
with that
辉
helmet.
上塔已被摧毁。
Granite Golem is going to chase. Ice Stormer.
Interesting use of the glyph. They don't have a glyph. Using it to protect the last tier 1 tower, hitting on 100 HP, and now they don't have it.
Static Storm toss up into the air. Have the Static Storm, but back over Skylark. Will die pretty quickly. That Fissure's off the mark. But he's there, but they just can't chase. They've got a couple of heroes, reinforcements, but unwilling to go in and fight. Go. Way Entity are positioned at the moment. It's like they should set up over mid. Lock it down this time. It was a 2K net worth lead from Entity, but it's been all them since, right? They take that fight over bottom, pick a couple of fights, get a couple pickoffs, farm very efficiently around the map. We're right back to 10K.
A couple of the fights that they took
天辉中塔正受到攻
couple of
击，
minutes looked really good, and look at Toby. He knows something is going on. They're not defending this tier 2 tower on the mid, and Entity was very patient.
天辉中
Waiting
塔
for a
已被
long
摧
time
毁。
until they showed up a couple of heroes. Roshan will be respawning in a minute, so that's gonna be next on the menu for them.
急速。
Second course of Roche. Thus far has just been 22 kills
给
and
我的金
19%
子
of the health of the first Roche. Silver Edge picked up Fernandez.
战争风暴带来的礼物。
He's now beat by Watson and net worth. It felt like he was pulling away. He was 2,000 gold ahead of this Monkey King.
天辉军团
This
正
is
在
Monka
走
King right here. Like, his net worth is pretty nuts. Has that Scotty. Great against Nature's Prophet. Great against slowing heroes down, of course. Great stats. Not sure why it got buffed. The cold attack, movement speed, slow versus range heroes. 40 to 50% in the pre.
Not knee buff. Couple of spit out, that's in a Roche, but not there just yet. 10 seconds away.
They have multiple ways of scouting things out. If Entity is doing it, Wolves, Treant,
Think they're gonna go for it again?
they should try. I feel like if they don't contest Roche, they just straight up lose the game. This is Shard we're talking about. Potentially on Dead Prophet. Even a Monkey King, I don't mind. Like, you don't want to buy this Shard, but it does allow you to close the gap on your Boundless. You also have level 20 talent with -7 seconds. Inside the pit, vision of this Sentry Ward and Toby.
夜眼下塔正受到攻击，
Careful with the courier.
Bait a little bit.
天辉信
The
使
Wolf and
被击杀，
kill the courier.
夜眼下
Still never
塔
have
正
enough
受
money
到攻
for
击，
AC. Yeah, they should do it. Exo, Stormstormer will pop it. Let's see how they approach it. They need some big combo slam.
Spit out, that's on a Stormstormer, but they're gonna need more. We got about 12 seconds remaining on this Roche. Go to the kisses, and now they'll start to evacuate the pit. Fisher lands on a Stormstormer. He's also got the totem, but they've got the back on a Smart. No buyback.
Nande will feel it this time.
Nande, yeah, the second time. They lock it down. They have no lockdown on this Roche pit. It is gone to Monaspa twice. And now Skylark's going to be caught. Blitz tossed all over, and he's going to be eventually put into a Static Storm and a free. Dug it just for him.
And now Fishman's tipping Nande. Nande casually
Life
walked
is
in
so
with
easy.
Silver Edge.
Yeah, they all bailed from the pit except for Watson, right?
Yeah, because they... That Prophet blink in, try to cause chaos in the backlines with Guard and Exo still running. I'm a little surprised that there was no Boundless Strike. Because they do have Sentry Ward. Not just that, he didn't steal Aegis, he also stole the Shard. What?
I hope
second time.
I hope Entity, they better not have any saves. Because they're free, they're open. They can't lock anything out at all. I mean, that was everybody around, and, well, he just goes the way of Monaspa. Desire, he'll walk the line of the fissure. Johnny Cash action as he out. Frenzy, but they don't have any.
Entity should pretty mad right now.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the time we were supposed to push high ground.
Now
it's gonna be a bit more difficult.
Take the top of the net worth again. Are they gonna wait for next Roche? I feel like if you go 0 for 3...
For what? So someone else can steal
Yeah,
it
that's
this
what
time?
I'm thinking, right? If they go 0 for 3, I think they should be forced to call GG. Right?
3 times in a row.
Not even stolen, by the way. Killed and picked both times. That's insane.
Next set of items are coming out. Abyssal Blade on Monkey, so that's their way of stopping people casually walking inside the Roche Pit while they are underneath the vision. So Dead Prophet getting closer to Hex. Great back finished on Darkseer that wants to stop some right-click damage from Nature's Prophet and Lycan. Even Snapfire getting levels. Still far away.
天辉军团正在扫描。天辉信使已被击杀。
Didn't know. That double damage, he would have been instant dead.
Definitely. We've seen this time and time again. Kataomi, he feels they need another carry. Starts queuing up some big items.
Wherewithal to get it. Oh, back, BKB, wall down. The leash on the multiple team. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. They get the Aegis out of his hands. Now he's not letting BKB to survive with it, so he's going to get hit with that Boundless Strike and die to Watson.
Dies to statues. And illusions from wall, Martin.
Watson nearby. Not a valid strategy.
It is time to go. Stormer, not there, but they can take the outpost. They already have it, so they should use the EXO and try to go for this tier 3 tower at the bottom. Nande does have buyback available.
He'll use that, but if he's forced to,
天辉信使
it's going to be
已
tough.
被击杀。
Kind of the one really getting a lot of farm for this. Vacuum, Ion Shells, gold there for Toby. Wreath Pack, Guardian Greaves, Pipe and Blink.
天辉上塔
2000
正
gold
受
save.
到攻击。
Every member of
烈
Entity
焰
does
塔
have
正
a
受
Rolling
到
Blade.
攻击。天辉军团全面加护。
Exo used, Tier 2 tower in
烈
trouble.
焰信使已被击杀。
Tower,
天辉上塔已被摧毁。
tower, the high ground. Still 20 seconds without this Nature's
天辉
Prophet.
上
Let's see
塔
how
正受
they
到攻
defend
击
this。tower. Have some range with the Gobble Up, spit out. They can get anything going. They've got to push it from a distance. Totem with the shard. Watson standing near, but they're still going to get the tier
天
3
辉
up the
上
top
塔
lane.
已被摧毁。
And nothing really stopping them from so either. They've just gotten this break. Forward, feature landing on a Toby. That guy, Toby, just lost back. Here from Nande, just respawn, right back down. Gobble up, a spit out, jukes it away. Toby will surge, he'll stay on top of Spartan. Back, gets hit by that vision. Got the totem, they'll have the telekinesis. Now, vacuum, pull the vacuum further. Nande with the BKB being popped. Watson goes into Wukong's face with that 25 vision. They'll get the kill to Toby, and they cannot kill Nande. So Wukong's used for nothing. Don't even get a kill on that one, and now Desire's more to the side of Watson with the fissure and the totems.
Entity needs to fall back. They don't have Wukongs, they don't have BKB, nor Exorcism, so wait for another
烈焰上
minute to be
塔
able to
正
take
受
the
到
fight.
攻击。
Stolen Vacuum still on Rubik. Road Shredder upgrade available with that level 20 talent. Crystallis as well. Now things are gonna start to get slightly more easier in terms of team fighting, and also big item picked up by Nande. Hex can initiate from Silver Edge.
gonna be
夜眼中塔正受到
actually a
攻
tough high
击。
ground take when they've got Nande.
Let's see if he can find Katomi here. Wrong way. Is it?
Oh,
It is.
can you get him now? No, gobble up, speed out. Oh, got him. Landed it. Desire's there, and they'll get the kill.
我才要一个会说话的石头，还聪明过人，是有点过分了。
Still got it.
Absolutely. And he's the one who's also getting these last hits. He killed Toby for 400 gold, killed Katomi for 400 gold as well. Items will start to pile up on his side.
To edge sword. Watson keep that. He might shift. 2. Rise.
天辉军团
Here.
正在扫
Sneak
描
up.。Does he swap?
I think he's gonna keep both of those.
Yeah, that's
夜
what I
眼
figured.
军团
Swapping
正
in
在
and
扫
use it.
描。
Smoke. Swap in the pet edge sword. It's about right. Trickster Cloak picked up too. The side of Monaspa. Helped by Nature's Prophet. No swap between those.
It's a great item. Gives evasion against Monkey, gives you another layer of invisibility. Does he kind of act as a front line? Skylark going into BKB next. I like the item pickup. He did go for AC and also Drum. Try to tank up his team and give Nature's Prophet like more damage in a fight. But definitely need one glimpse, one tiny combo. He's dead. One vacuum. Doesn't feel too comfortable.
Oh. So, Satanic Divine.
Double Divine queued up. Fish also has one. You did. Use it again.
Not Divine. Daedalus Divine. It's a lot of gold away.
I was silent on purpose to make it even more cringe. It's fine. Smoke on Desire does have that ninja gear, but Timeless Relic now found by Watson. Definitely want to have that on Earthshaker as well.
Pumped up together. Team willing to go. He feels like he's kind of just by himself. Does have shapeshift to run to the fight.
连根拔起，我紧随其后。
Not a couple times where he's been. If you're ending, do you really want to give this side of Monaspa? Because they are farming up. And,
You need to start taking fights. 'Cause
yeah.
Double Divine, Satanic, it's a long way until they get all these items. Sure, Nature's Prophet can send his hand of Midas. Snapfire, good.
Well, speed out. That lands up. He's short on the 2. Now they're going to go to the boot camp. Comes man from the high ground, though. They'll go to the echo side. They're going to throw the Fishman. Static still dumped early. Nande. So much gold for Watson off that. They got to throw out a Spartan as well. They'll take out Desire. So with the big ults from Monaspa, they just do not have the damage. Watson was from the high ground and came on over with that level 25 extra ring.
It's
so
massive.
easy.
It's huge. That ring, it's very difficult to enter a fight, especially when you have vacuum, you have Abyssal Blade to keep them inside. Scotty's slow as well. But if you have already Exorcism running plus Wukong's command, you need to fall back. Nande, no buyback on
天
him.
辉中塔正受到攻
This might
击。
be the game. 55 seconds. No Mortimer's Kisses, nothing to stop him. But Skylark might try to go for some kind of a split
天
push.
辉中路兵
They
营
could,
正受到
they
攻
could
击
check.
夜
And
眼
this could
下
be
塔
3 sets of barracks. This
天
might be
辉
Mega
中
Creep.
路兵营
They're
被
now
摧毁。
checking whether
天
Nande
辉
has
上路
buyback or
兵
not.
营正受到攻击，天辉
Addicts
上路
upgrade
兵
for the
营已被
disruptor.
摧毁。
Take both mid and top. Shift towards bottom. Avalanche, BKB, pop by Wish. The damage and they do.
反弹好危
It's
险。
a little bit too
夜
far.
眼下
Tier
塔
4
正受
towers,
到
not
攻击。
advised.
They wanted to get the bottom barracks, but someone also needed to TP back and kill this split push that Skylark was doing. Roshan gonna respawn in 40 seconds. Tiny will be up. He also bought a big item. Wind Waker, so it does allow him to save himself, save his own teammates out of trouble, especially against Earthshaker.
双倍伤害。
Great item to split up the combo.
Now
这是什么？
This would be the ultimate. If all of a sudden Monaspa, they're the ones who start Roche this time,
They shouldn't.
and then Entity. Yeah, I mean, the way things are going, they should just let Entity do most of the work. Makes sense. Up in 10. Divine Rapier, Divine Rapier, Divine Rapier, and a Divine Rapier. Good for Wish. Quadra Rapier. The
夜眼军
Level
团
25 on
正在
FB, so
扫
he
描。
can be anywhere. Entity doesn't know when Roshan is gonna respawn. Checking if they're inside the pit. Fishman did serve a ward. Entry on high ground.
Wiped off the face of the map. Skylark trying to roll with BKB and the shapeshift, but Avalanche not working just yet. We'll stick with the vision. They've got the glimpse. Have a normal punch. They'll get the kill. Watson with a double kill. He's godlike. Just gets back in buyback range. So much damage done by Watson.
Stormstormer probably didn't expect that he's gonna die immediately. Does have buyback, they do have outpost, so with that buyback comes into a fight. This means that also they can't unwatch him because they already committed the killing Death Prophet with the BKBs and Hex. Now he's gonna be the one picking up Refresher and Aegis. Is there anyone who can steal it? Desire is looking for it.
Honestly,
击杀。
shocked there was nobody really close enough to go for it.
Someone will get picked with it.
Avalanche, but they're gonna miss. Go with the toss up into the air, but it's not gonna get the desire lockdown that they need. Stormstormer going in with BKB, has the silence, but not gonna be able to get the kill with the gobble up, spit out save. Buyback was forced though. Monday back into the game. So you've now got this data list, so they're gonna try and defend this bottom set of racks into your feet. The way they go about it is
天灰下
Sights.
塔也
Got
被
Skylark up in 5 seconds. Watson so still going. There's the Bruce Kisses. It's on Watson. Gonna slam down some damage. They got the cure. It's low for Totem. But still, it's just not enough. Gets him low, but
天灰
get
下
these
塔
kills.
夜
Skylark
天出
goes into
动
the
超
shape
级
shift,
士
but
兵，
it's so far away from Entity, it's not really getting them anything again.
Watson.
Blinks in. They've got themselves
That's
walled
it.
down.
Unless
Nande
they
in
can
trouble.
save him.
The Steve as well as the cookie. Here's the glimpse back. Maybe it's for Nande. Fishman going in, gets the static storm blink on Fish. Trying to wish for something like survival. Instead, he's going to be dead for 110 seconds. Skylark can fall there with the BKB. They'll get the map with stretch. Drop down the extra threat. They'll get the Totomi. But they'll buy back on him immediately. The Wind Waker to get some distance between him and Nande. The old growth comes out from Nande, and they've got Watson up into the trees, waiting for somebody to come out. Specifically, maybe Nande. No. Avalanche on him. Tossed up into the air. They get a kill here on Blue. Who's going to buy back. Watson goes in, but now it's going to be killed. And they just to throw him in. No, they can't. But Watson taking some damage.
Look at that rate.
Just not enough.
I think heroes don't have buyback time to call it. They have nothing left in the tank. Stormstormer will finish him off.
Watson beyond godlike. They call GG, and that's going to be a 2-0 here for the side of Entity over Monaspa. They make it look easy in game number 1. A little bit of a slip up in 2. They still take the series with.
I'm glad we also managed this. The Arcane Blink plus Wukong's command instant cast time, which is pretty, it's so cool to see. 2 Roshans taken, 2